Alright, that's better. Jeez Louise. Alright. We're gonna... Alright, donate. Hello! I don't know if you're still here. Let's see. Bicycling station. Yep. Hello! Hang on. Alright, sound check. Anyway, what were they doing? Something. Coward. Alright, sounds good. Yeah. Get. Alright. That's there. This mute. Hello. Thank you. I wear this on occasion. It's got pockets too, which is amazing. I think I mentioned that in the past. I originally bought this as a gift for, what was it, for Mother's Day, I think it was a Mother's Day present for my mom, and it was too big. Just slightly, so I'm like, well, I'll take it. It's slightly too big for me as well, but I usually wear it over stuff, so it gives it a little bit around the waist to be held up, so don't have to worry too much about it. Alright, warm-up is done. Let's get this show on the road. What are we starting with first today? Alright, that's not good. You're on interesting. Let's do this one. This one was interesting the other day. Hello. You as well. You know, it's a little early, but yeah. Alright, weird middle bit, but okay. Apparently that one hasn't been mastered to be able to play without looking. What do you do for the... I don't work, and I just do this because for the fun of it. I don't do it for the money. You're more than welcome to send a donation my way, whether Venmo or support me by buying my music, but you're not by any means required to. I just do this because I like to, and I've gained quite a bit of a following, so much so that people actually look forward to when I stream. So it's interesting. So I try to keep up with that. Oh God. You sure you're up to the task? Oh goodness. Hello. You can play on this machine? I can. Yeah, it's taken me about 3 years to get to the level of which I'm at. But Jesus. Don't rile him up, Jesus. Don't start. God. Gabby, right? Is it Gabby? I recognize the profile picture, I think. All the usernames have changed. I don't know why. How are you? How are you doing? How are you holding up? Full of, what is it, ginger? Oh, right, you talked about that before, the gingerbread mulled wine. That's interesting. Really? Oh my god, that's amazing. Goodness. I'm glad to hear that. Wow. I don't know where you are in the world, but I don't know if like you celebrate Thanksgiving, because I know that's mainly like a U.S. kind of thing. But if you are somewhere that celebrates the recent holiday, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. If not, I hope you just had a good regular Thursday. What is your favorite song or melody? Like this. This is what I was talking about a little bit ago. There are people that I've just made a whatever impact on. You play, please? Yeah, we could definitely do that. Check. I can't say I do. Bonjour, bon, diffusion. If you play ULMS, you want me to play the French national anthem? I don't know it. First off, second, I try to avoid anthems because it can lead to political discourse, and I try to avoid that as best I can here, because I want to bring people together and not drive them apart with certain controversial topics. So, but then we don't tell you. Oh, okay. Well, goodness. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing well. Goodness. Arizona. Oh, nice. I went out there last year, which was interesting. Which is hopefully gonna inspire that painting session if we're ever gonna do that. I need to record a video and put up like a poll or something on YouTube. No, I can read a bit. I can read French. I got the accent and everything. I can put in the the effort for that. Just my French is rusty when it comes to understanding it, so I have to kind of like do some um, extrapolating of the information I've been provided with words that I do recognize. So, also, someone asked for my favorite song. So I don't know if you're still here, but my favorite song happens to be an original I wrote called La Valse du Cassis. Crazy, crazy good, at least from where I've gotten. But yeah. All right. I was. Sorry, I just thought I saw something over there. How are the turtles? He's swimming. He's doing he's doing all right. He's a little. I think he's still a little upset from having the tank cleaned, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway. Yeah. Ooh. That shouldn't. How do I make that go? Hang on. Oh, that's just there forever now. Okay, that's great. Huh. Interesting. All right. Anyway, yes, that was an original. That's called La Valse du Cassis. You can find that on YouTube. There's a music video for that, and you can also find it through the link in the description on my Bandcamp page, along with all of my other original music. Alright, I did read that. No, I don't know that. Song of Storms? Yeah, we could give that a go. I don't know if I already read this. Stutska. Oh, I keep forgetting about that one. I need to learn that one. I'm 23, so yeah, I'm quite young. Yeah. You play accordion. Your accordion playing is very. I don't know that word. And something good. Bonne chance. Good luck with your creativity. Oh, thank you. God, just in the moment, it's like, ugh, it's like I'm getting thrown back to high school, trying to translate this stuff. What did I do? What? I'm eating Legos? What? For fun? No. Don't eat Legos. What? I don't eat Legos. What are you talking about? That's funny. Alright. Let's do this. Let's see if we can do Song of Storms. Aren't you full? I guess that's as full as I'm getting. What am I stuck on? Something. Don't die. I need to get batteries for you. It's late. Yeah, I would assume it's pretty late over there. You're on the opposite side of the globe from me. I hope you have a good rest and good rest of your day tomorrow. If I don't see you. So I was drunk. I don't know what's happening. Where's all the books? Why is there books? Oh, school, because I talked about school. Gotcha. You just being. I have no idea. Yeah. Hello. Alright. I might try making a cup of tea later. Because what songs are at the top of the list for practice right now? Lumiere always, because oh over. I'm like running over the box. Okay. Lumiere, I try to practice before the stream every day before the stream because I'm not letting that one die. Because if I let that one get out of practice, I'm gonna kick myself. I'm just gonna kick myself in the shin and be like, "How could you? You spent like half a year trying to figure out how to play this, and you still haven't fully mastered it yet." But that's beside the point. There are songs that I should be actively practicing, but I haven't touched in a while. Mainly, it's pronounced Rules. I barely touched that. I play that on the piano more than I played on this. And even that's not as often as I would like. What's the other one? Oh, I was learning the Skyrim theme. Yeah, that hasn't happened in like a month. Goodness. Now I'm playing the... Oh, nice. Goodness. Alright, take care. Goodness. I am drinking water. Alright. Yeah, I'm also drinking water because... Yeah, also, this is still... Whoa, Jesus. Y'all almost just did a backflip onto the floor. That wouldn't have been good, wouldn't it? Not at all. Alright. What was the other... Oh, someone asked for Hollow Knight. The other stream, and I obliged, and I don't like it. At least, well, it's alright. It's slow, but it's very... The second half is very difficult. Yeah, rules cards theme, yeah. Oof, oh God. Alright, let's not be hasty here. No. Ah. Wow, I've just completely forgotten how to play. Yeah, no, I'm not doing the rest of that. I played it on the piano. If you want to hear a bit of that, what was the name of the short? When you like when you hit that really difficult part in a song or whatever, this is the title of it. Check it out. It's on somewhere on my YouTube page. Let's see. Maybe it shows up here by chance. Probably not. Oh, Whispering of the Stars. Hey, I based my own song off that way too closely, and I kind of regret that. I kind of forced inspiration on that one, and it's kind of, I feel like I almost stole from that, but that's beside the point. Um, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I could probably, hang on, I could probably check, I don't know how fast this is gonna load, but do you ever do piano streams? I did one. I only did the one. Because I can't really do that on a regular basis because it disrupts the household. And it's unfinished down there, so I'd have to, like, put up stuff and whatnot. What was it called? Musicians When They Lock In. That's the name of the short. If you want to go check that out, I was playing, it's pronounced Rules, which is basically rules cards, fight theme. So, it's a very little bit. It's not too good in little spots, but it's pretty there. Wait, are you? Why are you saying that? You've been here. Why are you saying that? Hey. I thought we were cool. What's going on? You a bit tipsy or something? What's the haps? Huh? We were all chill. You even talked about getting an electric guitar or something. Are you military police? No, I'm a musician. Donate as if. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I want to play Sonic Kirby music, but it's yeah, I know, it's really fast. That stuff's really fast. You play The Night is Dark. I don't know that. Yeah, a lot of people are like, say that, yeah. Do you know Farewell of Slavyanka? No, I've not looked that one up yet. I'm gonna write that one down. Yes, choose kindness, please. Absolutely. Right, Farewell Slavyanka. Yeah. Alright, it's in there again. No, hang on, no, undo that. No, I want them here. I want to get an explanation out of them. I'm not having a repeat of regulars that just suddenly turn trolls. I want to get to the bottom of this stuff. We had that happen. No, nothing against you. No, I want an explanation. I want to hear what they have to say. I'm like legitimate here because the last time that happened, that was with Daz, and that came out of left field, and we never got an explanation out of that because we just kept them out of here. But no, this is. I will address this. Where you live? I'm from the U.S. Disney character. I don't know about that. Yep. 64. You know what? Let's do more. Let's do some more Zelda stuff. Let's do Kakariko Village. Why not? Well, I was playing a song that I've not practiced or fully learned, so we'll play something now that I have practiced properly and has been properly figured out. Yes, we're gonna do this in a second. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. I'll call you Shiz. Why not? I wanna know what that was all about. You've been cool here. I'm hoping you're still here. Something about, yeah, he said something about trans. Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah, that day just came out of left field. That was like a just a sucker punch. Yeah. Yes, you. What was with the what's with the comment before about the crackhead? What was that about? Yeah, what's the story, Morning Glory? There's a couple little minor mistakes in there, but I was also trying to read and talk at the same time. I was trying to get my words out there. All right. Anyway, it's a euphemism. Yes. EUPH. Never mind. Um. Okay. I don't know about that. People say that all the time because I'm thin in the face, and it's like, yeah, thanks about that. It's like just, ugh. Um. Yeah. Please be careful with how you word things. Like, seriously. I was definitely like honestly concerned there, because last time we had a regular that just ended up just turning the tables one day. It was like just hit me out of left field. I'm like, why did they say that? Like, at least at that point, it's like there was no denying whatever they said. So I don't know. Maybe they were just fed up because I wouldn't get around to playing their requests. I don't know, because people do get like that. But you know what? It's like I did look up some of the requests and been like, I can't really do much with this. I don't know. But that is no reason to lash out and insult people. All right, just because they're incapable of playing a certain song that you asked for, it's like that doesn't mean you take it out on them with anger. It's like you just be like, all right, that's fair, and you keep on going. It's like seriously, it's. I know it. Well, I know it. Well, first impressions was when I first read it, I thought you did because it just sounded like that, just the way it was worded. But just please be careful in the future. Now that I'm reading it, yes, if you put in like a comma right after hello, maybe. I don't know, but just please be careful with those kind of things. Yeah, it's just I don't want any regulars getting removed, cuz I need to be extra cautious with this because the hidden users list does not update. All right? It has not updated for months, and I just realized this recently. So, if you get removed by mistake, I have to correct it on stream. Can you play? Yeah, no, I'm good. You can do that yourself in your own time with your in your own room. No, thank you. I'm gonna abstain from that. Um, uh, yeah, for real, yeah. Uh, What? If euphemism spelling doesn't. Yeah. No, no, I get that. Yeah. Um. But oh, you're tired. All right, that makes sense. No, sorry about that. I wasn't sure if I was reading the word correctly. Um. What was it? Something. Um. What's about a time story that starts with. Oh, I would hope. Yeah. Golden Brown. Yeah, we could do that. We could do. I only know the ending to that song. I hope that's alright. It's like 2 minutes delayed. What? The latency's that bad, or are you not caught up? Are you make sure the stream is live? You might have somehow got bumped back a bit. Also, hey, I did see you come in here, Foxy. I'm sorry I didn't say hi yet. Hello. Um, the turtle's name is Tuck. Tuck. Um, I just cleaned it. Why is it? God, it's the lighting probably because it's reflecting off of the moss and the algae on the top of the cave. All right. Oh wait. Shoot. There's no mods here because Pickle just left. Frick. Okay. I can't report that one. I just realized that. Well, that sucks. Well, you know what? YouTube probably wouldn't have done anything about it anyway. So who cares? Golden Brown. Yes. All right. Let's do this. No, 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 no. Yeah, yesterday was better. Yeah. It's funny how certain songs are cycle through social media. Um, which one? Which one? What? Huh? What? Da da da. No, you're fine. I think I already took a screenshot. Also, I don't know if you reached out to Murda. I haven't heard anything from Murda yet. I don't know if he's just really busy, but like, I haven't seen any like message requests or friend requests on Discord. I don't have his contact info, but like, I don't know. I'd like going around for the better half of a decade. That's fair. I've not like actively listened to it. A lot of people were asking about it every now and then over the course of a couple months ago, but that was before it started circling social media. Now it's like, okay, it's interesting. Gameplay of The Godfather. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Also, hello, Larry. How are you? How are you doing? Making any new hats lately or something? Lumiere. We'll try to do Lumiere after this one. Hello, Mars. Hello. Oh, wait, what's... Ooh. Did I speak of the devil? Or is this a different request? Who the fuck are you? I should not be doing this right now. Are you one friend? Oh, fucking no, not now. I'm busy. I'll deal with that later. Alright, you actually played her, whoa, I did not mean to do that. Whoa. Have you actually played slash finished actually? You just like Lumiere. I've not played the game. I've not seen anybody play the game. Uh, just a lot of people were either asking about said game when it first came out, like, can you play this? Or just making comments like, oh, like trollish comments like, oh, I just killed 3 of you in the game because apparently they're mime enemies or something. I don't know. I don't really know. They're like, oh, look, it's Expedition 33 character. I'm like, yep. So I looked into it. It's got a couple good accordion tracks, but there's nowhere near the amount as people were hyping it up to be. There was only like 4. There's only like 4 accordion tracks in there. I'm like, I took an hour and a half to skim through this entire soundtrack. Why? I'm like, all right, there's a couple in there, but like, just tell me the specific ones. That way, I didn't have to do that. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a French game. It's a French developer. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense why they went that direction, but yeah. Da da da. Have you ever heard Jeff Lane's music version of... Oh god, War of the Worlds? Oh god. That movie terrified me. Yesterday was better, but there's always something right. Yes. You have band? Nope, it's just me. Yeah, it's just me. Fortement. Green sleeves. Yeah, we could do that. This is a skirt. And it's got pockets. I don't wear it too often because it's very flowy, but yeah. Lumiere. Yeah, I said I was gonna do Lumiere, then we will do green sleeves. Hopefully. I'm a little hesitant. I don't know why, but... Oh, I hope you have a good system to run Blender on, because that software is pretty, RAM intensive and heavy duty, from what I've heard. Yeah. Which genre you play? Mostly like folk. I play instrumental stuff for the most part. There's a couple outliers, but that's I can't name all of them, but yeah, I haven't seen anything from him. I don't know. Unless he's just still upset. I don't want to approach him first because I don't want to provoke him or upset him more. It's like let him come to you, like a deer. Like let them come to you, and then you can pet. You know. Self-taught. Yes, self-taught. Yes, absolutely. Any Dark Souls? I've never even played Dark Souls. What are you on about? Have you heard of that name sounds familiar, Devochka. I might be wrong though. I don't know that name. Maybe you thought you put the aquarium while riding the bike. I did that once. I did the bit. I played the accordion riding the bike. I got like 7 seconds of footage. Because I couldn't keep the bike going straight. To stay in the shot. Anyway. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I have quite a few original pieces. Green Seed, yes. I'm 23. Play Amelie. Oh, hey, yeah, after Lumiere, let me see if we could do. Let me do this, Jesus. Alright. Any ideas for new release? No, God, I haven't had any new ideas in over a year. The last accordion piece I released was Découverte de Soi. That was back in July of 2024. I think it was the 18th or something. Alright, I said I was gonna do Lumiere. Little hiccups through towards the end there. Alright. I got a bit lost, but I recovered it because I almost forgot which direction to go. I got lost in the chord progression. Alright. I hate the cheekbones, please. Jesus. She has a 30 round feet. If you click on the if you're on mobile, if you click on the screen till you can see a little red progress, like a little progress bar at the bottom of the screen, if you click and drag that back, a little button should pop up that says skip to live. Click that and it should bring you up to speed. Yeah, the deer thing, yeah, for real. Alright, green sleeves, and then Amelie, right. Unless we want Amelie. I don't know which one. Which one do you want? Try playing accordion while what? Blacksmithing? Wait, you blacksmith? What? Please elaborate. I need to know more about this. You're a blacksmith? You want... Alright, we want Amelie first? Alright, that's fair. We could do that. Because you also like Amelie, so that kind of works. I can't see. Get out of here. Alright. Try again. This summer. Oh, the bike thing. Maybe. I need a really flat, open area to try to do it. I do have a lot of, like, song inspiration stuff in a folder. I have a folder dedicated to song inspiration stuff. A lot of it recently has been piano related, though. Because you just, I don't know. It's a whole new thing. Excuse me. That I've not had access to. So, I don't know. Yeah, blame YouTube for that. Honestly, that's probably why you haven't seen me in a bit. Yep. Yep. Took lessons and then had a welder buddy help me make a... Oh, that's cool. Use a 50-pound block of steel with my... Damn. Okay. How do you just come across a 50-pound block of steel? What? How do you do that? Where do you just find that? Potential for the... Yeah, for real. Any link to follow? Are you interested with poem books? Poem books? I'm not sure. Poems. I don't know. Yes, Amelie. Sorry. I'm sorry. You seen that Indian accordion thing? Oh, harmonium? The button side? Yeah, I can explain that, yeah. That's crazy though. The block of steel, my god. Alright, you get very lucky. Oh, lucky, right, just getting a block of steel just falls from the sky. Insert like a Phineas and Ferb clip. Alright, so the way that the buttons work, there are single notes, and then there are chords, and the chord buttons, everything is arranged in columns. So the first two columns closest to over here are single notes. But then the other three columns are predetermined chords. So you have your major chord, your minor chord, and your seventh diminished. And then you interchange those. And then that gives you a chord progression, but we're not going to talk about that. Anywho, I'm gonna skip over that, but that's what that's called. It's called a chord progression, and it's a progression of groups of notes. So, anyway. Amelie, right. I went down instead of up over here, and then I skipped a measure. All right, interesting. All right. Da da da. Let's go. What's in the notes? Yeah, cause I my brain was elsewhere in that moment. I hit one little. I went down instead of up in the chain. Or is it? Instead of doing that, I went down. Yeah, and then I course corrected. So. And then over here. Like that. I switched chords a measure too early. So it happens. It happens. It's little things, and those are the little things I pick up on. That I'm like, oh, see, it's not, it wasn't perfect, and then everybody here is like, what do you mean that was so good? I'm like, yeah, but like you can't hear the little mistakes I make. It's like you pick up on that. Parles-tu le français? Oui, un peu. Je parle un peu. It's very rusty. I don't know the word for rust. Chord buttons open the valves on multiple reads at once. It honestly, yeah, it's basically a big mechanical computer. Yeah, honestly, that's a good way of explaining that. You have Instagram? I do not. I'm only on here on YouTube. Follow you on Venmo, checking. Oh, thank you. Goodness. Yeah. Try to open arms. It's it's something. Something music. I don't know what that word is. Unless that's someone's name. Je ne sais pas muy. 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 What? Muy. What is muy? That sounds like a Spanish word, like muy bien. Anywho. Yeah, a couple. Yes, green sleeves. Yes, I promised I was gonna do green sleeves. Yeah. Fridge nuts. I was gonna say, I'm like, wasn't that Spanish? All right. That was funny. That was funny there. Can't be this rusty. Oh, trust me. Oh, it can. I've been there. Italy's better. I wouldn't know. I've never been. I've never been really much of anywhere, to be honest. Registers here. Whoa, let's try that again. My shoulder. I need to learn the full version of that. Anyway, the world hears sound. I would. I don't know. I don't really mesh well with other musicians. I don't have the music theory aspect to just mesh with others. I don't know. Tu ressembles I resemble an artist. I mean, I painted and drew all this, so. Um. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Yeah, I'll play that one right now. There we go. Yep. Doodle-doo. As well, yes. Alright. Green sleeves. Yes, that was green sleeves. That one theme from that one Zelda guy. Who, Cass's theme? Whoa, easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was good. That's funny. And you play. I still haven't looked that one up yet. I've not been doing much research lately. It's just, I don't know. I tend to kind of just turn into a puddle after the streams, and yeah. Not important following her. Well, I get that, but like you need a little bit of music theory, because if they're like, oh yeah, follow along and like, I know I talked about this yesterday, like E major, and then like shift over to like G sharp. I don't freaking know. If they're like, oh, follow along, but then change halfway through, I'm gonna be like, I don't know what you mean. I don't even know what any of these buttons are. I know this is C. And then yeah, I don't know. Followed my heart. Now I'm unemployed. That's a mood. Yeah, I was, I was kind of at that point at one point, so it's, yeah. I tried to work, and I'm like thinking, oh, let me work somewhere where I was working at an art store. Thinking, let me work with something I'm familiar with, and they had me working the register the entire gosh darn time. I'm like, I applied to work the floor, and you're keeping me up here. And there was other stuff. I've already talked about this in the past, but it's like, it's so dumb. So, I don't know. Music theory does help, yeah. Podcast. Podcast, right? Alright, cast the theme. Anyway. I know a good bit of stuff. It's just the playing aspect of being like note relations. It's just the way I was taught was different than how I should have been taught to begin with, which is the standard way to teach music, and I wasn't taught that way. So it's it's whatever. Ooh. I used up all my my good playing energy for the month yesterday, because we were on a roll yesterday with quite a few songs, and now today it's the opposite. There's some good bits in there, but there's quite a lot of little imperfections in there. the bass button. They do go by the circle of fifths, yeah, but you don't. Yeah, I hate that so much. That's a guitar. Yeah, it's a squishy guitar. Yeah. So bass. Oh, yeah. All right. Anyway, what are we doing next? I should go off the list. You know what? We should do an original. I think I've only played one. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I've only played one. Only played La Voz de VKCs. We should amend that immediately. The fuck? Oh, it's you, right? I can't wait to do that someday. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff I need to get done. That's the guitar, yes. Totally. That's real bass system. Yes, this drill. Yeah, the I can't speak. When did you start playing? Not so much age. I started about 3 years ago. Legitimately, at least. I've had this for about 3.5 years. Another channel I have. Okay. Alright, let's do another. Where am I going? Alright, Janvier. I have chosen. That's what we're doing. I should have slowed down a bit. It's supposed to be slow and painful. Alright. That was an original that's called Janvier. Because when my concussion must have come. Oh shit. You must have other people's work. You're not alone. I wrote a song. When was it? What was it? December of 2023-ish. Un souffle dans la foi. A breath in the cold. And it's the one song that probably has the most instruments used in it, for one. But I heavily, took inspiration from a different song. In fact, if you line them up, it's more so like a harmony that goes along with this song that I found. And yeah, I'm not really proud of that, but you know what, it's whatever. I was lacking creative inspiration, and at the time I found that song, and I'm like, you know what, let's see something. And I couldn't figure out anything else, so I kind of just harmonized with it, and then just published it as its own song, just without the song I found. So It's definitely different, but you can definitely hear the background structure of the other song and how they line up. But I don't know. Do you know? Do this? I can't say I do. Jesus is crying about how much he's. Wait, who did he steal from? As far as I'm concerned, everything he's done is his own. Unless I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a mood. Yep. It's funny because like even I've taken like inspiration from Gavin Pearson unknowingly. Um, I think at least unknowingly. Le Rue was. I think I was it La Noyer I listened to. I'd have to see where the timeline lines up with that. To see when certain songs were recorded and when covers were recorded because if La Noyer was recorded before my song Painful Journey Home, which was technically the second song I wrote, then yeah, it would be you would be able to tell where I got certain inspiration from. And then come to find out there's actually a little bit in there that sounds like Amelie. It's a very little bit, but besides that, it's the beginning that's like kind of like La Noyer. There's similarities. There's definitely similarities, but can you play the? I don't know what that is. What you're trying to say. Anyway, I think the fact that my favorite people do far. you're you're a music appreciator is what I'm grasping from in this from reading your comment. Where don't worry, I'm Mozart. You're free to copy my. Mozart, how are you alive? Dude, I thought you died when you were like 30. Like, what? How are you here right now, my dude? Oh my god. I think I'm playing arpeggio up and down. I remember you did that thing of playing an arpeggio up and down before. I have no idea. Which. Oh, this? Hang on. That I came up with that on my own. That just came one day out of the blue. To be honest, I could probably go back. I have way earlier clips. I would just set up my phone, whether it's pointing at like the sky or sitting next to me on my bed. It wouldn't even be pointed at me, and I would just go. I found early renditions of Découverte de Soi, and it was vastly different because it was just in the moment. But funnily enough, that whole song was based off of three notes from a song by Remy Geoffroy called Comme une fin de et, um, which was it was these notes. Those three notes, literally. No. Like right at the end of the song, you can hear just those three notes. It goes through that. That was the basis of that. I don't know. Da 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 da. Et manger des What? I eat shorts? You please play a French song? Yeah, we could do that. I need to figure out which one to play. Wait, someone asked Under Paris Skies. Yeah, that works. Yeah, perfect. We could definitely do that one. It's a good game for two. A couple people have talked about that. I don't have the means of doing that though. If I had the proper equipment, yeah, I would absolutely do that. Just iPhone 800 BC. That's funny. All right. Yes, Under Paris Skies. Yes, I will. I will do that. Da, 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 da. Oh my eyes. Oh my god, the dad jokes. I can't. All right. Under Paris Skies. Watching from my Aztec tablet. Oh my god, you are hilarious. Oh my god. No, nothing beats that. I need to go back and clip that. I need to stockpile some clips to upload while I'm gone next week. you stuck? You're not stuck. You'll get yourself unstuck. Alright. Here we go. I don't know the whole thing, but I need to learn the whole thing. But no, Erica, stop it. No. You play something sad? Yeah, we could do that. Let's do another original. That one's sad. Because I haven't done that one yet. 82. Okay. 82, 82, 82. Oh, right. I have to put that back down. Or else it'll just stay there. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, it is, but trolls tend to ask for that. Like, it's like, yeah, the entire company of Germany, for real. Alright. Oh, he's swimming. He's probably upset. I'm sorry, buddy. Insert scream here. Okay. Alright, there we go. That was an original. That's called... Whoa. Shush, it's okay. Alright, that was called Père pour Reconnaissance. Did you see... Hang on, did I miss it? Hang on, I might have missed it because Germany entered the chat. Where was it? Music. I saw the comment. You were like, "Oh, we need a second camera." I saw that. Yeah. How many years you've been playing that? About 3, legitimately. No, it wasn't weird. A couple people have talked about that. Have asked like, "Oh, can you put the camera up to the tank?" And I'm like, if I move it, it's gonna take me forever to put it back up in the right position. Not just that, my room's a mess. It's way too tightly packed in here. Alright. Are you right through it? Yeah. Yeah. You get it. Oh my god, it's Darth Vader. No, that's not possible. No. No, seriously, it's not possible. As far as I know, my father hasn't been in a terrible volcano accident. Even though I may... No, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. Alright, where were they next? I don't know. He's swimming. He's very upset, I'm assuming. You as well, thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your time scrolling through YouTube. Um, yep. What about father? What? The scream. Yes. Alright, Boosting me, I have to. Alright, damn, that was a pretty good comeback, actually. Shit. Jeez Louise. You good? No, you're pacing. Okay. As long as you're not gonna hurt yourself, then that's fine. Alright, what are we doing next? We've done a couple originals in a row. Let's jump to something else. Let's do Dan Newton. Why not? No. perfect. There's one little hiccup in there. One wrong note. Alright, that was The Meadows in Bloom. That's by Dan Newton. Ooh. That one hurt my hand. What does it say? I do not know. Let me see if it translates. Oop. What? You catch a... I'm assuming that's some sort of animal. That's kind of messed up. Got a jet. That's funny. Here. Alright, well, take care. Goodness. I hope you have a good rest of your day, wherever you're up to. You have a jet, right? Who doesn't have a jet, right? I don't need a jet. Why would I need a jet? It's jets and stuff, right? I don't need that. Are you sure? No. That was weird. What are we doing next? Let me... Ooh, hey, what is it? I haven't done any dredge yet today. We should do that. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. I don't own a jet. Why would I need a jet? I don't need a jet. Where am I gonna go with a jet? Bug Audi? What? Is it? What? Cream colored. Oh, cause you referencing the trike, or are you just saying cream colored because, just coincidentally? Doesn't say Bugatti on it, but like in my opinion, it's pretty. It's a pretty nice ride. What's this? Let's see. Troll plus fireball equals explosion. Ah, yes. Explode. There we go. Yes, that's how spells work. Is Gators in the chat? Where? Gators. Oh, later, Gator. Troll plus fireball equals explosion. Motivational. What is this? Motivational maison. Motivation house. Assuming that we're speaking French here, and not just your name is unless that's your name. If your name is Mason with an I, who's the real weird one here? I've never seen anyone's named Mason spell it with an I. I don't know. I don't know why they talk about it. The only crack here that's good to talk about is Christmas crack. That's good stuff. That's some good stuff. All right. Y'all ever had? It's what is it? It's toffee. It's basically toffee, right? You're making toffee, so. Name Tiff. I just lost like 3 brain cells reading that name. Okay. Were their parents drunk when they wrote that on the birth certificate? Like peanut brittle? I don't think I've ever had peanut brittle. Now that you mention that, I don't think I've actually tried peanut brittle. Basically, you take saltine crackers, right? You lay them out in a baking sheet, then you cover them with, you basically make, it's a toffee, I guess, or caramel, sort of. You boil butter and sugar and brown sugar together to a rolling boil, and you keep stirring it, and then you pour it over the crackers. Then you take melted chocolate and you pour it over that. You spread it over evenly, and then you usually top it with like crushed walnuts, I think. Not walnuts. Usually walnuts, I'd say. And then you put it in the fridge and let it cool. And once it cools, then you break it into little pieces. And they're like little bits. So it's kind of like a brittle per se, but I think it's more like a toffee is basically what you're making. I've never made it before. I have the recipe somewhere, but I've just been too nervous to try and make it because of the brown sugar in the boiling part, because if you mess that up, that's like, then you got to start over type of thing. So it's really difficult, and I don't have the skill level to do that, so I've not given it a try yet, so I don't know. Where are you from? I'm from the US. Also, did I just see something here? Yeah. I did. Oh. Yeah, let's see what it is about asking. I just want this to. Oh. Well, the message, I'll have to read the full message later, but I appreciate that. I don't know if that will fund. I mean, it will definitely go to funding stuff, but I don't know if it will be directly that. I need to get a new laptop at some point, but I don't know. I've mentioned this so many times. I'm not going to go too in depth, but I don't know where to begin looking. So, I do appreciate that though. That does help. Every little bit counts. Type. All right. How's it going? It's going. You know. Yeah, He's a bit ornery. He tends to get that way when you clean the tank, but I hope, yeah. You're not, no, I don't think you're on the Discord. If you're on, I could post a picture of him after the stream if he cooperates and comes over to the front of the tank. I could post a picture if you guys want. It is long, yeah, it's very long. I've been growing it out because, yeah, I need to get a trim because I have a bunch of loose ends, unfortunately. So, what am I gonna play next? I should probably end the stream soon, within the next like 15 minutes. That went by really fast. I don't know why. I guess just from banter, I wasn't paying attention to the time. No, don't be jealous. I guess well, I know being envious technically isn't a good thing either, but it's better of being jealous because jealousy. You good? Buddy, calm down. It's okay. I know. He'll acclimate eventually. It's just I guess jealousy is more like a negative aspect of it. I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean? Also, hello. What was your name before? The name? Oh shoot, Derico. That's the name. Couldn't think of that. What's going on here? Is my face? Is my face flushed? What is happening? I don't know what's happening. I just looked at the camera. I just see this red all over my face. I just not to hear. Not to say it here. Oh, I didn't look that up. Wait, right? Did I write that down? I don't know if I looked that up. It sounds. Maybe I. No, I wasn't saying that your message was negative. No, I was just saying the word jealous. The word jealousy in and of itself has a negative connotation to it, as opposed to envy. If you envy someone, it's more so on the level of like you look up to that person, as opposed to like you're jealous. You're like, oh, she's got this. Like, it's more of like a I was talking about like, not specifically you. I was just talking about the words in general. I'm not sure about you. It's well, I don't want to go saying anything specific, but like Vikings. I don't know about that. You made some of the streams display. Yeah, the whole thing is everything about YouTube is broken. I mean, you want to know? No, I'm not gonna go into describing what is below my waist. That's kind of personal, but the pronouns. There you go. Pickle said it in the chat. It's from Edgerunners. Oh, okay. I don't know. I can't guarantee I'll be able to play it, but I will try to give it a listen after the stream today. Actually, I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, I definitely wrote this down before. I'm having like deja vu right now because I remember adding an addendum to add the where it came from, Edgerunners part. Again, just please bear in mind I can't guarantee anything will come of it because again, this instrument is very it's very weird in terms of playability. So there are some songs that work, other times there's translations don't really translate well. I haven't played Dawn's Banana in a while. The numbers are low. Alright, we're not doing that one. You know what? No. I need to practice that one now. It seems I'll probably try to practice that after the stream. What can we do in its place? Let's do First Harvest. I don't think I've done that in a couple days. very, very good. You good? Alright, that was First Harvest. That's by Dave Thomas. No, he's very upset at the moment because I cleaned the tank the other day, so he's pacing. He tries to get up on top of the filter. That's probably what he was doing. I kind of glanced over my shoulder briefly while I was playing. He can't get up there. He's gotten up there a couple times, but if he really needs to get up, he can get on top of his cave and just stick his head out. He's very upset because of the water change. Tuck Everlasting. Oh my god. Wait. That's a book and a movie. That's about the family that drinks from that spring, right? Oh my god, that's a blast from the past. I remember reading or watching or both of that back in like elementary school. Now see, he's breathing right now. Actually, I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can just barely see. He's right here. Alright, I'm gonna write that down. The little bending on the last one. I like doing that too. Just watching a tank fully. I would. I don't have the means to do that. I also take Her Majesty says you're hungry. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Don't they like need a resting spot? But for the most part, yes. But unfortunately, they don't really make many options for that sort of thing. I had something for him. It was a floating platform years ago, but he would rarely go up there. He would not go up there. There would be very few times he'd be up there, and you'd have to be careful because if you spooked him, he would freak out and fall over into the water. Not just that, he would also, because the way it was designed was it would suction cup to the side of the tank, right? So it had these two poles that would go through the dock. There were holes in the dock that the poles would go through, so it could float with the water level. He would wedge himself behind the poles underwater, underneath the thing. So, and that would in turn cause the platform to separate from the wall because of the suction cups. But yeah, nope, it's not pre-recorded. What are you talking about? Well, I mean, that's also a part of finding yourself. I don't know if people would watch that if it's just him swimming around. I don't know. He's only very active right now because he's upset. Usually he's just sitting in there and just kind of either sleeping or whatever. I don't know. I'm just asking, a lot of these streams are pre-recorded. Are they? Do you come across streams that are pre-recorded? I don't scroll through live streams really much. I just scroll through YouTube Shorts. That's about it. I really watch bird streams. Oh, like bird nest cameras? We used to watch those years ago on the old laptop, the old family laptop. Not much anymore. Usually like game streams. Oh, gotcha. Alright, that's understandable. I have not learned Liber Tango. I need to learn Tango. Tango's, I don't know. I need to learn the chord progression to figure out Tango. It's like a whole different thing. Okay. Jesus. The stream reconnected. I'm gonna unplug this. Give me 2 seconds. There. Alright. It's not done yet, but it's close enough. How many instruments do you play? Actively I play this and violin. I haven't really picked up the violin in a bit. But there's a variety of different instruments that I play. Glockenspiel, melodica, typewriter, cello. That's broken though. Keyboard and piano. There's something else I'm missing. Oh, I have an auto harp too. And then the piano is downstairs. I just use those in the music though. I don't actively play the other ones. Yep, alright. Typewriter. Yes, typewriter. I've got 2 of them now. Because I was gifted one earlier this summer. I came home one day after spending time with my partner, and that was just presented to me. I'm like, okay. Some people literally streams them. Yeah, I don't understand that. Yeah. I did see something like that recently. I was scrolling. It was like a Roblox feed or something. Then they weren't, I don't know if they were just sitting there, like the character was just sitting there. It was like literally a screenshot of this person's quote unquote webcam. And they were like, "Oh, send a donation or something to wake me up." I'm like, what is this? Like, what? What kind of thing is this? Like, we're watching, like, you're not even gaming. Typewriter? I can try. This is the original one I used, is over here. Actually, you know what? Let me get to the bottom of the chat. My pronoun. Okay, you're a tank. That's funny. Well, my turtle's actually nocturnal. So, usually he is sleeping during the day. But, yeah, he's a bit upset at the moment, so understandable. I mean, it's a whole pH balance change. So it's like understandable. Alright, I will grab the tip. I just want to get back to the bottom of the chat because I've lost where it was. Record, yep. Yep, live. What? New York, what? Oh, it's Saturday Night Live, what? How old is the turtle? Ooh, that's a good question. How old are you? I think I've had him since September of 2008, I want to say. I think 2008, September of 2008. So and when I got him, he was a baby. So he was probably about 8 and 8. That's 10. Wow, you're getting old. Look at you. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. He's... Wow. You're old. You're older. No, that can't be right. Right? No. Oh, I didn't do the math. Right. 18 plus 7. 8 and 7, that's 5. Carry the 1. No. That doesn't add up. That would make you older than me. I'm not doing math correctly. 10, excuse me. No, it would be 10. Excuse me, 10 plus 5, 15. He's 10. No, not 10, 15. No, right? 10 plus, no, 17. Jesus Christ. I'm getting the numbers mixed up because I was trying to count from, I was going off of 18. I'm like, no, it's 10 years from 2008 to 2018. That's where I was getting the 18. I was trying to add 7 to the 18. I'm like, no, you're, oh my God. Yeah, he's 17. He's 17. So 10 years plus 7 is 7. He's 17. Okay. God, my brain. Okay. Anyway, yeah. No, he's in distress because he's trying to acclimate to the water. I cleaned it the other day, 2 days ago. Um. So yeah, he's a bit upset. Can the tank help him? Yes. Well, either way, he's gonna be upset. He's trying to get away from the water because it's different water. I put additives into uh what's it called? To balance out like the pH and whatnot and get rid of the buildup. So he's probably not used to just having the tank clean. I need to do water changes more often, and I don't because it's a hassle, and so I tend to do them more so when I do a big clean. So it's like, ugh, I need to work on changing the water more often. Uh, he can get. See, he's trying to get on top of the filter currently. He can get on top of the cave and just stick his head out. He can't get out fully. Oh God. He can't get out fully because there's nothing for him to get out fully onto because he would never use it anyway. And we've got that one to, that tank in particular, to allow him to swim. So if we just put a bunch of stuff in there, then it's like that defeats the purpose of him being able to swim. Why are you yelling? Just, let's be, he's a musk turtle. Math, yeah, math not mathing, I don't know. Yep, when the water is halfway down, so it's half of water. Well, yeah, I try to change half the water, but the thing is, when I'm cleaning it, there's so much debris on the bottom of the tank. I focus on trying to vacuum that up, so when I add the new water in, it doesn't all spring up like confetti, and now there's poop and stuff floating around in his face. So it just defeats the purpose, you know. So I don't know. He'll acclimate in a bit. It's just, it takes time. You ever hold him? He does not like to be held. Yeah. My question is, I don't know. Alright, oh, you wanted to see the fucking typewriter. Hang on. The dog's name is Happy, ironically, because he's anything but happy. Okay, no, come on. Don't do that. Stop eating my accordion straps. Thank you. Oh, fuck. You are a heavy son of a bitch. You know that. There. And then here, you can have an underside shot. Very mechanical. This is kind of what the inside of the accordion looks like over on the bass side. There's a lot of mechanical linkages like this. Doesn't help that it's heavy and it's awkward. That's what I don't like. Also, it doesn't help that I'm at an awkward angle, too. What age are you at? I'm 23. I don't know how long they live, but turtles are hardy creatures. Can live for a long time, too, like 20 to 50 years. Oh, yeah. Alright. He's gonna live for a while. He's gonna be there. I wouldn't be surprised if he outlives me. But I mean, we're relatively close in age. By about what? I'm 23, he's 17, so it's a 6-year difference. So if he was, if he was born and hatched from the egg in 2008, which I would assume so because he was very small at the time. Yeah, I'd say so. We'd probably at some point in time. So I'll bring him with me wherever I go. So. What are we doing? I don't remember. What were we doing? Anything besides just randomly playing something? I don't recall. Not slow down enough on that one, and then I flubbed it. Oh, it should have been. The hair that keeps getting in my eye. Can we not with that? Easy. Lambada. No, I think I'm gonna end it soon. I think the next one's gonna be the last one, actually. Sternophorus. Too weird. Medicated. What? Oh God. Yeah, no. I play French. Okay. I play French music, so you're on the money there. What in the Victoria? I'm pretty sure typewriters were way after the Victorian era, but who am I to say? Alright. Uh, itchy. Alright. The next one is going to be an original, and the last one of the night. I need to pronounce my words. Jeez Louise. Bro. Yeah, for real, I do. It's the beret. It's all the hat. It's the hat has all the music. Oh, look at you! He's clinging to the side of the filter. See, honestly, I would buy him a floating dock, but they don't sell any other ones, and I don't want to buy him the same one he had, because he's just gonna do the same thing. And now since he's bigger, I'm gonna constantly be re-sticking the dock to the side of the tank. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I know, because I cleaned it. Alright. This is called Découverte de Soi. This is an original. This is gonna wrap up the stream. Doc, not duck. A what? A chuckle? I don't know. No. What the hell? Okay. I had a brain fart moment. I think it's because I've been talking too much and I just lost the plot a little. Alright. I'm gonna get going. That's gonna wrap it up anyway. That's my fingers telling me, hey, we're done. We're clocked out for the day. No more. Alright. Uh. Oh, well, yeah. Uh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anywho. Sorry, I'm just checking. Okay. To those that are new here, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell. That way you're hopefully notified if YouTube does their part when I go live again, or when I upload new music. I should be live again tomorrow, around the same time, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you want to check out my music like that song and hear it in its entirety and not sounding like poop in spots, you can find that on YouTube as well as through the link in the description on my Bandcamp page, along with all of my other original pieces available for purchase and download. We also have a Discord server, so feel free to join that if you're interested. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Anything? It was really good. It was really good. It gives me like pop. I know there's a different art style that looks more similar to that, but the only thing that comes to mind is pop art. But it's very good. Speaking of art, I need to go try to record that video to post about the art thing. Cause I don't even know if I'm gonna be doing that. Still, I might just do that on my own time and just keep trucking with music, but who knows. Anywho, to those that are still here, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you may be in the world. I wish you luck with whatever you're doing in life. And remember, choose kindness. It's simple, it's easy, and it's the decent human thing to do, and it helps build a better tomorrow, one small step at a time. So, I think that's gonna do it. Spotify is a nightmare. It's like a paywall nightmare. I was on there at one point. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Oh yeah, you've been here before in the past. Alright. Anyway, as always, I'll see you in the next one. So until then, take care and